All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to continue with the American Horror Project Volume 1, the Arrow set. We're going to watch something called Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. Let's check it out. The film starts with a fortune teller or tarot card reader. That's a girl named Vina. They're at a carnival, and I believe Vina's parents are going to try to get jobs there. That's Mr. Blood, and these are the parents, I believe, of Vina.
I'm the business manager of this carnival.
They're going to get jobs. And this is a guy named Kit.
Providing I work like hell, Mr. Blood has given me the dubious distinction of running that questionable wreck they call the Tunnel of Love.
Discipline, Mrs. Norris. My metabolism is most unusual. 5 years ago, the doctor gave me 6 months. Strict regimen. I feel every moment as a triumph over death.
Lucky's here, Frank. I know it. And something awful.
They're actually there undercover, this couple is. Their son disappeared at the carnival, so they want to look for him.
That, Mr. Blood. We should leave, Frank. We should get out of here tonight. This place is evil. I can feel it.
Apparently you can run the roller coasters at night, so this guy hops in. But apparently there's some sort of accident.
Hey, Mr. Help! Hey, Mr. Somebody's been hurt over there.
Oh, dear. May I trouble you for a match?
What? But you don't understand.
What you don't do at Malatesta's Carnival is rock the boat.
Hey, you gotta help me. No, don't do that.
Now all these like cannibals or workers, I don't know what the hell they are, but they take that body and they stuff it inside of, I don't know what the hell it is, but they get rid of it. They're apparently singing cannibals. And that guy in the black cape, that's Malatesta himself. He runs the whole shit. He eats people too. There's Kit and Vina. Remember that dude who killed the other dude? This carnival also features Bobo the Midget, played by none other than Hervé Villachez.
Last night he slavered me whip. I dream I saw a dwarf sleep. Who dream he saw a girl in danger.
Kit and Vina are apparently no worse for wear after being chased by that guy.
That all you have to say?
They seem to be pretty nonchalant about it, though.
I'm still in shock or something.
Not exactly sure what the cannibals are doing here, but they're setting up some people on a ride. I don't know if they're bodies or what. I don't know. When they're not eating people, the carnival cannibals watch silent movies. For whatever reason, Vina is there now, running around in a nightie. And she sees him. Mrs. Norris is now getting chased by the cannibals.
Go away!
Malatesta gets a hold of Vina and lays her out on some sort of altar.
Yes, I guess so.
So wouldn't it follow that a man could live longer and longer if he ate more of the same?
Mr. Blood offers to help Vina escape.
I want to help you.
You're evil.
No, I'm not, Vina. You must believe me. I want to take you out of here.
He kind of explains things.
Illusion, Vina, dear. This carnival was constructed over a series of natural limestone caverns. That is how Bean has kept his family undetected for so many years. And they're cannibals, every one. Most of them have never seen the light of day. That's why they look so ghastly. Live like animals. Nobody's ever told them that eating people is wrong, so how are they to know?
But he's not to be trusted either, because he's a vampire.
It wouldn't do to have you drugged, Vina. You must bear the pain while I drain you of your precious blood.
Now, as a vampire, you'd think he'd bite her, but no, he gets her blood by
Blood of life.
hitting her with a needle, extracting it,
Froze it.
putting it in a bottle, and drinking it. The Malatesta then shows him his true face, or one of his true faces, his madness face.
I am a man of 1,000 faces, Vina. Mr. Blood has seen my face of madness.
Back to Mr. and Mrs. Norris again. Mrs. Norris is getting eaten. I don't know exactly why, but Vina's back on the roller coaster again, and they're getting attacked by Mr. Blood, who apparently isn't dead. I don't get this film. And there's Mr. Norris. He didn't make it either, and now he's food. Vina's trapped in some sort of meat locker or something with a bunch of dead bodies. I don't think she ever got out of there, and our film ends with Malatesta on a carnival ride. One hell of a film. Okay, let's talk about Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. No relation to the Carnival of Blood from 1960 or so when that other one came out. Although there were some similarities in terms of the creatures or the faceless, pale things running around all over the place. Although in this one they were cannibals. But anyway, I don't know what to make of this movie. It's just strange. It's only 74 minutes long, and there's this carnival, and it's run by this guy named Malatesta, who we don't see a lot of. We see instead of this guy named Mr. Blood, who apparently is a vampire, but he can be out in the daytime, and he's hiring this new couple, Mr. and Mrs. Norris. And Mr. and Mrs. Norris are actually there because they're undercover by themselves, because their son apparently disappeared at this carnival, and they want to go investigate on their own. I guess there's no police involved, anything like that. They just went on their own, brought a gun, and decided to get jobs at the carnival. The carnival is apparently never open because there's never any patrons there. But there's just a lot of weirdness going on. Now, there's this other girl named Vina who I believe was the daughter of the Norrises, and she's running around a little bit at this carnival. She meets this guy named Kit who works on the Tunnel of Love. And then there's just a lot of weird strangeness going on. There's all these people running around that are apparently cannibals. They've lived there forever. And what Mr. Blood explains later on is that, they don't know any better. They've never been told they shouldn't be eating people, so they eat people. So, and then people get killed. There's a few other people around who get killed. Pretty much everybody who wanders onto this carnival gets killed. Although, again, they're never open for business. There's never any patrons there. So I'm not sure exactly, is this the off-season or what the hell's going on? But there's just a lot of strangeness. We have Hervé Villachez, who is like, I guess, Malatesta's right-hand little man. Kind of like a Ralphus Sardou situation. Yeah, I don't know. He played Bobo. And ultimately, Vina is like running around in a nightie for half the movie. She ends up on an altar, but she gets out of there. She escapes. Mr. Blood tries to help her escape, but then he really wants to drink her blood, which he does by extracting it from her with a syringe and drinking it that way instead of biting her, even though he has fangs. I don't know. And then there's some roller coaster rides for no particular reason. Ultimately, Vina ends up running around. She ends up like in this, I don't know if it's like a meat locker or what it is, but there's some dead bodies in there, and she's struggling to get out, and she's trapped in there. And the next thing you know, It's the daytime. There's a cop on the scene saying, sorry, Mr. Malatesta, we just have to check these things out, blah, blah, blah. And then the cop basically goes away happy, knowing that everything's fine at the carnival. And the last scene is Mr. Malatesta himself on a carnival ride. So there you go. I don't get this movie. I really don't. There was some cannibalism, no nudity, some blood here and there, some blood drinking, a lot of weird, strange characters. I don't know. Apparently this was a lost film for quite a while. The director showed it briefly and people booed and hated it, so he pulled it, destroyed all the copies, but he kept one apparently in his attic for a number of years. It showed up in the early 2000s when the director himself released it on DVD. Then Arrow picked it up recently and turned it into a Blu-ray. And, you know, for what it is, it looks fantastic, but I just don't get this movie. Maybe somebody else can explain it to me. I don't know. It's just a strange one. Very, very odd, strange characters. I think most of these people didn't do any other movies. Obviously, Hervé Villachez did, but wow, I don't get it. But anyway, maybe you can explain it to me. So you can get this movie on the American Horror Project Volume 1, put out by Arrow, which is a great Blu-ray here. They made 2 of these things, 1 and 2. This one comes with The Premonition and The Witch Who Came from the Sea, also 2 other movies that I've previously reviewed. So check it out, and let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. It's Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. Watch it. Bye.